be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Man who played collegiately nearby in Athens for the Bulldogs, James Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Allen off the play fake. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 43 yards. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Robinson with another carry. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Ritter off the play fake. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Ritter on 1st and 10. Here's a screen for Robinson. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd down and 6 now. Robinson up the middle. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Ritter. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Shakir hauls it in. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Falcons' 35-yard line.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll go down at the 28. 51 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
1-yard gain there following the 4-yard pickup on 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
third down and 6. On play action, Allen. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Falcons nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Ritter from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ritter. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Motion man is Shakir. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Let's go. Go set. Ready?
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On 1st down, Allen. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now a 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go. Set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Ritter to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
He'll buy some time right. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now he's free at the 35.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the draw, Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. On play action, here's Ritter.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about more victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now Allen. That ball caught by Campbell. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line.
A give left side to Robinson.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. He got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On the ball.
Robinson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bills' 4-yard line.
Algier is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And he pushed it right. It's no good. And that flag accepted. Another extra point opportunity here. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and
on second down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
brings up second and 9.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he'll go down at the 28. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Going play action. Ritter. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Okay.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And all he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And shutting him off. Now open field. And now look at him go. Inside the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Here's 3rd and 6. A final shot now for Ritter.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in